This was an abortion clinic, the only one in Chattanooga, and so area Christians would come and pray, and on Sundays a group of men would come and pray every Sunday. They knew there weren't any abortionists here, so that they were free to just come and pray without any pushback. It was just a matter of, okay, God, do your thing, and He surely did. They now know that this abortion clinic has now been taken over by the Christian Coalition. This is the procedure room area, and that's why the panels were put on that wall, so that where there used to be death, now we're giving honor to the life of each one of these little ones.
We walked into the memorial with that wall of names, having just read the plaque outside that said that this was the location of 30,000 abortions in Chattanooga. But then to just stand on that property and know what had taken place and then what was happening there today. When you read the inscriptions that these men and women have left on these plates, and there's a ledge in front of the wall that has stuffed animals and notes that parents have left. And it wasn't just women, and I expected that this would just be women in isolation that felt alone and their hearts ached. And it wasn't what had happened last year. For many of the plaques on our wall, it's what happened 30 years ago. And they're still grieving, and they're finally coming to a place where they can publicly, and publicly may not be in their community, but just the very act of acknowledging that they had an abortion, or that abortion is part of their family story, and then putting a plaque on the wall. I'm struck by the fact that there's no place for these families, for these women to openly share, I sinned, I've come to the realization that I have killed my child. And for men to say, I've come to the realization that I have killed my child. Our culture has worked very hard to say this is a women's issue. I believe that this is a men's issue, that men are not taking responsibility for their children, that they are implicit in destroying the lives that they have helped to create. And I don't think that abortion will end in our country until men stand up and take responsibility. So the memorial is a place of allowing families to grieve a loss in their family story, to acknowledge that there's another person that's part of their family tree that's been taken from them. It tells the story of heartache and the tremendous consequences to the families that are left behind. And I don't think that there is any other way to get through that other than to either continue to lie to yourself that this wasn't a life, or to run to the only place where you can get healing, and that's Jesus. The only way to heal those hurts, to bind those wounds, to wash away the agony is through Jesus. The beauty of the memorial for me was to see the gospel in a way I had never seen before. There is sin, and a sin that we in the church feel very deeply and strongly and passionate about. And yet, right in the midst of that, in the darkness and the hurt and stealing of life that is happening there, Christ stands there and says, this is forgivable. There is hope, and there is healing. You have not run so far that my grace and love can't reach you.